Professor Melanie.
And I'm Professor Zoe.
And we're here to talk to you today about safety in the lab. The following are a list of rules about how to conduct yourself and your experiments in a lab setting. Rule number 1. Never wear sandals in a lab. Flip-flops may feel nice on your feet during the summertime and other warm months of the year, but they can be very dangerous. Rule number 2. Do not wear shorts in a lab. Always wear pants that cover down to your ankles to prevent any accidents from occurring. Rule number 3. Wear older clothes in the lab. Tattered shorts such as these, even though they are shorts and not permitted in lab, are better to wear than new clothes. If you wear new clothes, accidents could occur and chemicals could spill, thus damaging your new clothing. Rule number 4. Do not apply makeup in the lab. Although you may want your lips to be glossy, your cheeks to be rosy, and your eyes to be sparkly, appearance means nothing in the lab. Safety is all that matters. Rule number 5. No smoking in the lab. Cigarettes and all other smokable substances are prohibited in a lab setting. Rule number 6. Absolutely no eating or drinking in the lab. One may confuse a drink with a hazardous substance in a beaker or flask. This could lead to extreme damage to your health. Never eat or drink in a lab. Rule number 7. Never experiment alone. Make sure you always have partners with you when conducting experiments in the lab. This way, if something goes wrong, you'll have other people with you to help. Rule number 8. Always wear your hair tied up, like Professor Zoe, for example. Wearing your hair tied up is a great idea. If you had your hair down and you were conducting an experiment using a Bunsen burner, your hair could catch fire. This would be very, very bad. Rule number 9. Don't try to hide your mistakes. If you mess up, make sure you tell your instructor so that he or she can help you with the cleanup. Rule number 10. No horseplay in the lab. Although it may be fun to toss a ball around, make sure that you are always careful and pay attention during the lab. Now, rule number 11. Always wear your goggles in the lab. Unlike Carol. Carol forgot to wear her goggles. Now, she no longer needs them. Rule number 12. Never conduct unauthorized experiments. Always check with your professor before and make sure that the experiment you are about to conduct is proper and safe. Rule number 13. Never taste any chemicals. No matter how appetizing they may look, chemicals are detrimental to your health and you never know what they could cause. Rule number 14. No distractions in the lab. Do not talk on a cell phone, text, or listen to an iPod. Always pay attention to what you're doing so that you don't mess up. Last but not least, rule number 15. Always clean up your lab setting and put away all chemicals and tools used in the lab. Now we're going to tell you a story about a girl named Ashlyn who didn't follow these rules in the lab. To blame, darling, you give lab a bad name. hair was down. She wore shorts and sandals, flip-flopping around. She spilled hydrochloric acid. The bottle she held should have had a lid. Oh. Oh, you're a toxic mess. No one can save her. The damage is done. Fell to the ground, and you're to blame. You give Lab a bad name. Paint your smile on your lips. Chemical stains her fingertips. Whipping substance on her pants. Burning the hole in her pants.